Hey guys, welcome to the movie. Today we're doing Batman featuring Mel Gibson as Santa Claus, so let's jump into it. General thoughts. I enjoyed this movie. It was actually really fun. I really enjoyed it. I think it's a solid movie. Actually, a really interesting take on Santa Claus is, I'm going to mention this obviously, because this is Santa Claus, I want to make it clear, this is an R-rated movie, so keep it in mind. It's an R-rated movie, not a movie for kids, obviously, because I'm talking about a movie with somebody playing Santa Claus. I'm like, Santa Claus sometimes in a lot of kid movies, or maybe teen movies, but a lot of kids movies, so I'm just making sure, this is a movie for mature audiences. It's rated R, so keep that in mind. So let's jump into it. What is it? Like I said, General Thoughts is great. So let's jump into it. What's the movie about? It's about Mel Gibson, who plays Santa Claus, him and his wife, and they obviously make toys for kids, and it feels like they were the more naughty kids this year, more people he had to give code to, and eventually, there's this kid in the beginning who is I can't remember his name, but he's kind of like one of those snotty, he's like a rich kid, he's got snotty and does stuff, really awful stuff, and he loses at this science fair project, so he gets like, oh, I lost this other girl. He's really petty about it, and he gets somebody, almost like a hitman, not the killer, but to really threaten her in a really, holy shit kind of way. It's like, oh, fuck. And it's like, yeah, well, she's not telling, and still went back and told go back and tell the principal, yeah, I lied, I cheated, or whatever, so he won. So it's like, okay, that's nice. So he was like, okay, that's nice, now I got the ribbon and I'm all happy. And then obviously steals money from his grandma without him knowing, and And eventually, what happens, he gets presents from Santa, and obviously he's been a bad kid. So he gets, coal from Santa, and then he runs outside because he sends him a letter and everything. He's like, screw you! Santa, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna kill you. And he sends the hitman who he put on the girl earlier to threaten her. He takes her, and he takes him and goes, and he's the guy, I want you to kill Santa Claus. And he's a guy who's kind of like a Santa Claus fanatic because of stuff when he was a kid. And so he's like, okay, I'll do it. And he has a little pet hamster he has, so he's kind of an interesting case. He's a fun character, and then fun kind of villain type of character. Interesting. And then he goes eventually on a case to go find Santa Claus. And we find out also more going into the Santa Claus thing. I want to kind of jump into it because I want to try to go through this a little quicker, so I'm not taking too long on it. But Santa Claus does get money from the government and stuff, because it's a secret thing with we give you money to make all this stuff, and when you're saying so Christmas, so more people can go buy presents, do things, Well, okay, but also the thing what toys are you giving them? Because that's kind of you're making toys that they can just get. I don't know, this is the thing about it where I'm okay, it seems a little weird, but yeah, why you're making toys that they want him to keep him around so they can sell more stuff, but a lot of it, toys and stuff, or anything the kids want, they can probably make, for the most part, in reason. And so it's just weird things about that. And also, I never thought about this until this movie brought it up, and I didn't think about it. When Santa Claus makes toys, obviously, he's not just making toys from scratch. I mean, he's making toys from grass, but if a kid asks for a Lego, he's gonna give him a Lego. So is it an off? Is he making his own bootleg Legos, or he's making real Legos sets? Because then you just taking other people's stuff and making it. And I know you're giving it to kids for free, but it's that movie or not, but in general, it's you're making you give somebody an iPod. I'm could Apple come and sue you technically, or Lego for making their stuff exactly to a T? I'm and if it's not, oh, it's not, because it was there's no way. I don't know. It's weird. So that movie for some reason made me think of that after the fact of something. I'm yeah, that's weird. But yeah, the movie is great. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I was really great. I enjoyed it. So yeah, and then eventually, I forgot I mentioned something. I forgot the killer eventually comes to Santa Claus, and obviously they have a fight, and then they have a fight out, and a bunch of people die. Because the army comes in, because he doesn't make enough money, so he has to get them, kill some people. We have to kill some people, because he's no, the government comes in, because he's we're not making enough money from this check you give us. He's come in, we want you elves to build this stuff for us, and then, that'll help with the money stuff. Eventually he does it. He breaks in and does it. So there's a bunch of army guys down the bonus of him. But I guess it's fine, because, I mean, they make gifts all year round. Like, they probably can't be walking all year round, but yeah. They're okay with it, and you get to see the elves and kind of like the walks up and deer stuff. It's kind of cool. Okay, you can see it's a definitely different kind of take on Santa Claus, but it's really cool. And eventually, like I said, the guy comes, and he kills a bunch of, like, most of, if not all, ultimately the guys who are at the base. And then he starts killing some other people and just goes to town. And eventually Santa goes out, still toasts him, beats him up, fights him, beats him, and at the end, he kills him and beats him because, like, yeah, he did a bunch of stuff, and he goes to him and the wife go to his Mr. Claus, go to the little kid's house and basically, like, threaten him, like, yeah, you're gonna do what we say. If your mom dies before her time, or if you do anything to this girl, anything bad, we're gonna know, we're gonna come and beat your ass and maybe even kill you. So yeah, it was, I enjoyed it, it was fun, I'm not gonna play good Santa Claus, it was great, just everybody in the movie was great, I really enjoyed it. So, where do I rate this? I'm gonna give this like a solid, it's a radio 9. I'm not gonna give it a 9, I enjoyed it a little more than I thought it was. It's really good. So thank you guys for watching this movie review. Let me know if you've seen Fatman, let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, I can always stay up and see you in the next movie, you guys. Bye.